Evan, you guys were putting this game away pretty much from the start of the second quarter. Were you guys sick of comebacks?
Yeah, we try to come out here, come with energy, and play together like we always do. And we're knocking down shots today and playing pretty good defense. And yeah, that's what made us come out with the win.
More franchise records set tonight. Let's start with the first one, 16 straight now. Look, how do you just explain the historic streak that you guys are on?
I think it's just a testament how we're playing together. Everyone's involved. We're just going out there playing our brand of basketball, not worried about the records necessarily, and it's just coming out this way.
I know you're not worried about the records, but we happen to know them, so you've got another one. 11 straight road wins. That's also a franchise record. Hey, it's one thing to be a great team at home, but to be a very solid team on the road, what's the key to that?
Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest things in the league is to travel and to play the same way in a different crowd, different arena, and I feel like we've been doing that pretty well. I feel like the team energy, we bring that camaraderie and that team aspect to the game, and I feel like that's the biggest aspect of why we're winning.
Yeah, I mean, you look at tonight's game as an example, 7 players in double-digit scoring. What does that say about how really everybody on this team's contributing every night?
It's just depth. We trust everyone. Every single time we pass the ball, we think it's going in, and we just got to keep playing that way.
Evan, you perform, it seems like, every time you played the Grizzlies. Hey, when you think about your first game in the league here in Memphis, and you as a player then, and to see how much you've grown today, what comes to mind?
Yeah, it's honestly surreal. It's crazy. This is my first game ever in this arena, and it was a treat. It's always a treat to come back and play in here, and yeah, I don't know, I guess I like playing against Memphis.
Let's keep it rolling, huh?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, you, Kaylee. Do that, you know, there's not a drop-off. Every guy steps up. Why does this team able to do that?
Just a lot of good players that trust in each other and understand the right way to play, and when you have that type of trust up and down the roster, you know, obviously Donovan's a big time player for us, and we miss him. But like when you have trust in other guys that are going to step up and play, it makes life easier for everybody.
It also shows in the win column. Now extend that winning streak to 16, another franchise record. On top of that, 11 straight win on the road, another franchise record. It's one thing to be good at home, but to be good on the road, like, how hard is that?
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to win in this league at any level, but especially on the road. And we've beaten some good teams as well during this little run here. But there's a lot of things you got to do. You got to be able to take care of the ball. We weren't great with that tonight, but obviously it starts with your defense. And you know, for the most part, we really defended tonight and have you know, been great defensively over this little stretch here.
What about Evan's game stood out to you tonight?
Just did what he does. I mean, you know, what did he make, 3 or 4 threes? Maybe had a foot on the line on one of them, but you know, he was confident, comes down, shoots 2 in a row in transition. Like when he's confident and aggressive like that, like he's been basically all year, like he just makes it really hard for us to guard, or for teams to guard us.
Memphis was having a pretty good fourth quarter. And there was that extended possession you guys had where you ended up knocking one down the corner. Do you feel like that kind of stopped the momentum?
I think so. I think we got to stop, and Ev got a dunk on the next possession maybe and force a timeout. So I think, did we get 2 offensive rebounds on that possession? Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do to be able to win on the road, like understanding they're a really good team, and Ja was incredible tonight. Like they're going to make a run, and fortunately we were able to push it back up to 20.
So how many kicks did you make yesterday?
I think I made 3. We all did PATs, and I think a decent amount of guys made PATs. Then I made a 35-yarder, missed a 35-yarder, then made the 40-yarder, went back to 45, and I missed it just right. If we had more time, I would have been able to make it, but we had to get in and actually play basketball. So
what does a trip like that midway through the grind of a season do for a team?
It's just good to, you know, spend time together. It's, you know, there's nothing mandatory. Like we had a team dinner the other night, and some guys were there, some guys weren't, but like just spending time together. And I know some guys, you know, went down on Broadway and did their thing, and I think it's sometimes it's nice to get away. Sometimes it's nice to be at home. Sometimes it's nice to get away and just, it felt like 2 days off between games right now feels like a week. So, like, even one full day in Nashville, it feels like, you got this massive break and you're able to refresh. I think we showed that tonight.
Everybody around this team uses the same term, special. Kenny used it after this game. When did you first sense that you guys had something special here?
I mean, I feel like there was one of those stretches maybe in November or December where we were just beating the crap out of everybody. And I felt like we had a chance to be really good because we have so much talent, but like the way that Donovan and Darius and Evan and J.A. started the season, like just with so much energy and playing the right way, like that's when I felt like, we had a chance to do something really well. Did I think we were going to be 50 whatever and 10? Like, I don't know, but it's been a great run so far, but like we keep saying, there's a lot more to play for here.
What is the special quality of this group, would you say?
Well, there's a bunch of things, like, again, the trust that we all have in each other, the togetherness, the resiliency, the toughness, like obviously a great coaching staff that believes in us. But I think those things are what make us really good.
Thanks, Sam.
All right, thank you guys.
DeAndre, what does it say when you're without your leading scorer tonight, and you really dominate this team from opening tip?
Like I said, at halftime, we were making a lot of shots. We were forcing them to take a lot of tough twos. Most of their guys had a tough shooting night tonight. And we stuck with what we were supposed to do, and we had the high hand tonight.
Kenny was talking about how a lot of times when that happens, you lose your top guy and there's a drop off. But with this team, there's not. Whether it's you, Ty, whoever it is, they're always stepping up. Why is that different with this team than with other teams, do you think?
I think that's why this team is so good. We have a lot of dudes that could, very versatile, can score, can play defense, and Don does a lot for us. But you're not going to make up what he does with just one player. So, it was a team effort tonight, and I'm happy we come in a row and get that one.
A couple more franchise records set tonight. You got the 16 straight now. Also, the 11th straight road win, which is another franchise record. You're here for most of that. What does it take to be a really good team on the road? Because being at home is different when you've got your home crowd.
It takes mental toughness. The crowd's against you. The team is, playing with a lot more energy since they're at home. But, we come here with the mentality that, no matter what it is, referees, fans, whatever, we're going to play hard, and that's what we've been doing.
DeAndre, you came in, made your first three, said something to your bench, made your second three, said something. It seemed like you were saying that you're back. Mm-hmm. Did you think you'd left?
I was more so talking to a coach. He was, I wasn't making shots in the shoot-around to this morning. So, he was like, you're not going to make them tonight. And I was more so just talking to a coach. It wasn't, I only missed one game, so.
Yeah. I mean, at the time that you joined this team, they were leading the East, obviously, but they haven't lost since you arrived. Did you expect this?
I can't say I expected it. But like you said, I think they had, 10 losses once I, got here. So they didn't really lose much before I got here. But, I'm definitely happy to be a part of this winning streak and history for sure.
Anybody else? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.